Hey guys. So today we're going to kind of talk about something I kind of touched on last week. So what we're going to do today is we're going to discuss how to digital detox and reduce your screen time to improve your mental health. It affects all of us, young and old, and it doesn't matter, what it is. It seems that it's an arising problem and it needs to stop because it creates problems that we do not need. If you feel like you're constantly glued to your devices, go ahead and stick around because I'm going to go ahead and just give 5 simple little helpful hints or tips that could help you not only decrease your actual digital time, but also improve your well being because we all need that, right? So, let's talk about the problems that stem and come from the overuse of technology on our mental health. More and more as I talk to clients, in some degree, social media has impacted them in some way. Social media has been linked to increased symptoms of depression and anxiety, decrease of healthy sleep patterns. Cyberbullying is on the rise. Online harassment are also potential risks that all are associated with heavy technology use. Social media can be a source of cyberbullying and harassment, which also increases that anxiety and depression. It's easy to compare ourselves to others that we see online. What are your friends posting? What are you seeing? Not even your friends. What are, people, strangers that, you don't know. What you're seeing is generally being portrayed as a perfect life. And therefore, it can leave some depression or some anxiety of why not me or how can I hidden, it's there. So it's also very easy to hide behind a screen and comment or harass or bully somebody. Generally, if you were to walk up to somebody, they wouldn't say the same thing in person as they may behind a screen. And I'm not talking necessarily, you make a post and your friends harass you. Yes, that happens. But what I am floored and appalled to see is like when I do get on social media, when I do get on Facebook and I'm looking at the news, the weather, the whatever, the posts that floor me the most are those. Because within those posts are, I would say, probably 75% of mouths just running with no reason, just to be rude, just to harass, just to feel they have a power because they feel that it's justified, because they think that it's what they need to do. It's just not okay. Sometimes we just have to, step away, just step away, take a break, and not let it affect us as it does. It's also very easy to become wrapped up. Like a lot of people will say, well, yeah, I use my phone a little bit at night before I go to bed. I was there, people. That was me for a long, long time. And I am telling you, there's nothing like being lost in just the magnified phone of going, whether it's shorts, reels, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, whatever it may be, it's distracting me from getting that great sleep that I could be getting, and normally creates an anxiety or a feeling of, I can't go to sleep in this moment now because I've already just scrolled through whatever aimlessly, So you have to think about it. Yes, we might like to see funny things. Yes, we might enjoy, seeing everybody's updates, whatever it may be. But what is the impact that has right before you go to bed? Generally, it's going to be very distracting. It's going to be a problem. It becomes bothersome. I've only had maybe a handful of clients that have no idea or desire or concerns with social media or their phone or technology. Um, and none of them were kids. It floors me when I have clients that are, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Everybody has a cell phone now. And I'm just like, this is a problem. It's a big problem, It's creating basically a monster because it is so easy to fall into a trap, just getting lost in the moment. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go over 5 simple things that we can do just to reduce that, you know, technology time, reduce that digital media time, reduce the, you know, endless hours of scrolling or the ability to say whatever we want without thinking. Just ways to improve our life overall when it comes to digital technology. So the first thing is set specific screen times throughout your day. What do I mean by that? Okay, so you want to watch your phone for a little bit while you get ready for work? Go for it. Allow yourself 5 minutes, allow yourself 10 minutes, whatever you want to do. Just don't allow yourself tons of time and do it throughout the day. Don't do it all at once. Do little check ins throughout the day. What you'll do is, you know, find that when you have spread it out throughout the day, at the end of the day, you're not going to be just there endlessly scrolling, trying to catch up, right? So it's about creating a boundary to help you focus on other activities, to help you focus on the screen time fatigue that people get. It's about reducing that time frame by setting healthy boundaries. And it's great to go ahead and set it out. I mean, if you think about it, most people have screen time rules for their children. Why can't you have screen time rules for yourself, right? What makes you any different? I'm listening. Nothing, nothing. People say, well, I can handle it. They can't. No, most generally people can't handle it, especially if that's their excuse. It's something that we've all got to be mindful of. And we are so attached to our phones that we have seen a decrease. Like, you want to know why it floors me? People are like, I don't know why I got fired, because you sat on your phone for 7 hours during your shift doing what? What? Playing? Watching YouTube? Watching Facebook? That's why you got fired, because of your phone. It wasn't because you had your phone. It's because you didn't have boundaries to set the phone down and do the work that you needed to do. Come on now, right? Another thing that you can do if you are struggling, another boundary that you can put in place that's very safe, is create an area that is a technology free zone in your home. Maybe it's your bedroom. Maybe it's the dining room. Maybe it's the living room. Make there be a place that there is only a dedicated space for using screens and dedicated space that they are just not allowed. Just not allowed. That way you can establish healthier boundaries, healthier routines. It also makes it easier to disconnect. Because if you say, we're not using the phones in our room, guess what? When you go to your room, you're not just going to haphazardly pick it up and then go do whatever you want to do, right? Be mindful of it. Again, boundary setting is very important. And if you hear this and you're going, well, I might have an issue, think about what I'm saying. Say no, set boundaries, make spaces that are safe and make spaces that are not, that devices aren't wanted or needed. Of course, bathrooms are a great time to use devices, because who are you going to be talking to? Nobody you're going to be talking to while you're doing that. So that's a good time to catch up on your social media. Maybe that's a safe space, you know. Maybe when you sit down at the dinner table, we don't have those. We don't have cell phones that are just sitting there for us to pick up and go through. Make that a priority. If you have little kids, essentially do this now. Talk to them, engage with them, talk to them about their day, talk to them about what's going on, how they're feeling. What about their teacher? What about this? Do you have homework? Engage in conversation at that dinner table versus letting everybody get lost in their phone. Because that really is something that is a very healthy way to process and get closer and have good communication. It enables that and fosters better ideas behind that. So, you know, set some boundaries. Boundaries are good. The next thing falling in line with that is basically looking at your screen time tracking tools. Most phones have them on there now. Most phones have it to where you can reduce your social media time. You can reduce your screen time. You can dim your screen time. I love it. There's nothing better to me than a parent that's like, yeah, I shut off their phone at like 8 o'clock. I am so proud of you. I'm so proud of you as a parent for having those boundaries and knowing that that's good for them. I'm so proud of you for understanding that you are crucial to their development. You are crucial in their development, and how that is handled is how you handle it. So you're setting wonderful, wonderful ways for them to have great sleep, more social interaction, communication within family, family time. You are creating that by having these boundaries in place, right? So if you're one that is set feels like you're spending too much time on your phone, too much time on social media, set it up to where you can track it. Set it up to where it will shut off. Set it off up to where it will restrict you. Don't be embarrassed or ashamed that you have to do that. Be proud of yourself for understanding that you have a problem. You have a problem that really needs to be looked at and addressed. And generally, the only person that can fix an issue like this is yourself. You have to be understanding of the situation and be desirable of wanting to make a change. So make that happen. Use tracking tools. Make sure you know where you're at with your use. Keep it to where you want it to do. Put restrictions in place if needed. Just do all you can do to help yourself, because with time, that will become easier just to not even have to do. It will become a norm to you. It will become very standard for you to not pick up your phone. And I say that because, there was a time in my relationship where I was focused into social media a whole bunch. I'm not even going to try to deny it. That's all I had. When I was single, social media saved me. Social media kept me busy, made me feel less alone, made me feel, like I had somebody. But it also did a lot of damage. It kept me in the funk of, man, I'm just not good enough. I wasn't enough. I didn't do this enough. It put me in a very dark place, right? I gained some good boundaries while, shortly after my divorce. But when William and I got together, the one thing that he said is, you're on your phone too much. I'm like, what? I did not identify it. I did not notice it. I didn't see it. And today it's like, it's just a phone. And really, I have to carry two phones for work because I have boundaries now. Like, I don't want my personal phone used for everything. So I do have boundaries in place. And guess what? If I didn't have to carry out any of them at times, life would be grand. I am not all about the phone use anymore. I'm definitely not about, social media. You might be lucky if I share something about a missing child or a missing person. I don't really share anything. I don't post. But not posting, I'm also not just engaged in a lot of social media interaction either. I cannot stand YouTube shorts. I cannot stand reels. I can't do it. TikToks, I can't do it. I cannot. And that's something I had to do for myself. Now, I wouldn't have known that it was a problem had somebody not pointed it out to me. So if you're thinking, well, man, should I tell them? It never hurts to bring it up to them because they may not know. I truly didn't realize how bad it was. And today I can tell you that it's not a thing for me. When William comes in, it's nothing for me to set my phone down. Now, might I have to, get on my app for work? Yes, I might. Might I have to respond to a text? Yes, I might. But I am not letting social media drain me. Also, with that, the reason of getting a second phone is because my phone goes off at any time of the night for clients. Well, with my phone, my personal phone, I didn't want to put it on a do not disturb because I had a deep rooted fear that if something happened to my mom or William, I would not get that breakthrough. Like, it wouldn't go ahead and let it go through. So I could never do that. So then my phone would be going off at, 1:00 in the morning, 3:00 in the morning. And I would have to check it because that's who I am. That's nobody's fault but my own, but that's why I went and got a second phone. Now I can put do not disturb on that phone. My family all has my original phone. I don't have to worry. They don't have to worry. I know they're going to be able to reach me if needed. I also know that clients will be able to reach me during normal business hours, and that's okay. I don't have to be available 24/7. I just don't. So that was some, boundaries that I had to put in place. So what do we do next? Number 4, find some alternatives to screen time. Replace some of the time that you're doing with screen time with activities that you enjoy. Read a book, go for a walk, try a new hobby. I don't know, try to talk to your spouse, your family, those around you. Go to the movies, just anything. Engaging in offline activities can both be fulfilling as well as relaxing. It's not like you are going to feel a great loss once you get through the initial, what am I doing? I don't have my phone. Once you get through that initial breakthrough, you are going to be glad you did. So just try it out. Just try it out. The last thing, number 5, practice mindfulness and a full digital detox. Take breaks from all digital devices, even for just a day or a weekend. Take that time that you can just take the break and reconnect with yourself, reconnect with your surroundings, reconnect with your family. Just be at peace. It can be very refreshing when you can just fully detox. And I am telling you, the world will be okay if you do not respond. If it is an emergency, they will let you know. You will know if there's an emergency. So give yourself a break and realize that I say this because I know all too well where this is going. It's honestly nothing new. It just seems to be getting worse. And it concerns me because, like I said earlier, every time I get online, every time I do open up Facebook, what I see is negativity upon negativity upon negativity. And I'm just not seeing the support and encouragement that, you would want to see. So therefore, if I allow myself to delve into that, I myself can become very down. So there you have it. 5 simple steps you can do on your own just to improve your screen time, reduce it, and then see what effects it has on your mental health. See the improvement it has on your mental health. Remember, it's all about balance. It's all about finding what works best for you. That's all it is, So if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell for future notifications, and be waiting for more great tips for anything in life. So I want to thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate you guys staying till the end, and have a great day. Bye, guys.